Hello everyone, welcome to my The Way Home official channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kat travels through time with great admirability. She's often keeping a safe distance from the people she loves, even though she really wants to comfort them, Jacob being the exception. The Way Home Season 1 Episode 8 would have been the moment Kat would have been dying to talk to her parents. Reunited with Nick, the journey home. Perhaps Kat has learned from Elliot's warnings about the risks of meddling in the past. More likely, she needs answers that only she, as an investigator, can provide. She runs the risk of unintentionally influencing the outcome by speaking with the individuals she formerly loved in order to get answers. For her, knowing her past is far more crucial. Kat's search is now more nuanced because she and Alice had tried everything to save Jacob, only for him to vanish in the end. She finds it painful that her mother now perceives her parents' love, which she properly considered to be perfect, as flawed. She assumed it would just be a matter of finding out what Colton had been doing in the motel, but things are never that easy. Nevertheless, nothing positive can be said about their perfect marriage while Colton is in such agony, and they keep it from Dell. Yes, the love was there, but even the deepest love may go chilly after losing a child. Colton and Dell were at separate ends of the sorrow spectrum, as everyone grieves differently. Dell chose to accept the situation as it was and move past the tragedy. Season 1 Episode 8 of The Night Sky. The way home, Dell would always remember her son, but the constant torment of living in ignorance and worrying about him would have destroyed her. To deal with that, she had to return to living. Colton, though, need clarification. For him, acceptance was insufficient. Before giving up on his son, he needed to try every other option. Being aware of Dell's emotions caused him to distance himself from her, holding secrets that she mistook for him seeing someone else. In actuality, he was diverting his sorrow and utilizing it to propel an inquiry into an enigma that was not intended to be resolved. Would that there were a secret pond calling every couple that endured the unspeakable sorrow of losing a child that is never found, so they may get the answers to the mysteries that tore them apart. Episode 8 of Season 1 of The Way Home. Can't let go. People are separated by a chasm that gets wider the farther apart they get. Since Dell and Cole were so undeveloped, they were afraid that talking to each other would make them further distant. However, any type of contact is preferable to keeping one another in the dark. The distance between two people grows with every unspoken word until it seems impossible for them to find their way back to one another. Kat wants to heal Dell's wounded heart, so she's going back into the past. Restoring Jacob's life to its previous state would have been a miracle, but restoring Dell's trust in her marriage to her husband is almost as important. Dell believed she had lost Colton long before he passed away. She did, albeit probably not for what she had assumed. Season 1 Episode 8 of The Way Home. Dell appreciates the fresh air. Kat was able to piece together what her father was doing despite her distance from him, and she thought that by telling Dell what she had discovered, the healing process would start. However, as to most things in life, it revealed yet another enigma. Following my instinct on this one, I believe that Kat will discover that the unidentified woman at the burial was just another cover-up for her father's alleged adultery if she makes more visits into the past. It has been seen that Colton expresses his sadness logically and does not run to another woman for solace. In order to save his family, he needed answers. He had no desire to create fresh excuses to make them sad. Kat still has tasks to complete. It isn't because she is clinging to Colton's love that Dell is unable to let herself fall in love again. She's still grieving over losing him a long time before he passed away. She witnessed Byron drive away one last time with Colton after he gave up on her. What a heartbreaking experience. The more Kat learns about her parents, the more she comes to understand love. She's torn between thinking that love is a fraud and realizing how fleeting life is. You have to seize each moment before it passes you by, since there will never be a perfect one. Elliot has been waiting for Kat his whole life. He's lived his entire life anticipating the ideal occasion for several firsts, such as a kiss. Though kisses are so common these days, it seemed wonderful to want to capture a moment they'd never forget. Kat's willingness to wait wanes as she watches her parents' marriage crumble before her very eyes. She was a touch tipsy, so you could feel her anger when she wanted that kiss right then and then before things got awkward. It quickly became awkward due to Elliot's hesitancy. Season 1, Episode 8 of The Way Home. Timing is everything. Kat's attitude was incredibly realistic. She went from being flirtatious and desiring to thinking about turning down the chance and focusing mainly on the drawbacks of becoming closer. Elliot was given whiplash, but whether you have them or keep them to yourself, letting your thoughts consume you, those discussions may destroy a relationship. Kat's worries of love vanished when she heard her father tell his beloved Delilah that he loved her. The weight of lost time lifted off her, and she once again felt inspired by her parents. While Elliot was preparing for a memorable first kiss, Kat realized that perfection isn't possible. You use emotions and spontaneity to create your moments. Episode 8 of Season 1 of The Way Home, The Right Moment. Kat's dramatic outburst provided a situation that Elliot could not have scripted better. Kat drenched in water, the sun sinking far below, on a verdant meadow. It was flawless. Kat will not permit Elliot to get in the way of their conversation. She confided in Brady and seen the harm the lapse in communication and silence caused to her parents. I'm eager to see what this implies for Elliot in the future. Even more, Kat's newfound knowledge helped Alice, who was struggling with the reality of loving a man who lived a lifetime away, by making her a better friend and mother. Offering apologies. The Journey Home, Season 1, Episode 8. If Kat is a good time traveler, then her daughter is even better. It's difficult to recall the conceited, brash Alice that first appeared in The Way Home Season 1, Episode 1. Her choice to disappoint Nick was selfless, even if it made her heart ache to think about it. She has come a long way. It was a coincidence, but well-timed, that her act of selflessness coincided with adult Nick's return to town. Pretending not to notice how much Alice resembled him, Nick kept his true feelings about Alice from Kat. Alice felt cold about it, but there had to have been a misunderstanding. Hep. 8 of Time Warp, The Way Home, Season 1. Nick is now an adult. It was not going to occur to act improperly with Kat's daughter. That didn't imply that he had lost sight of her or the significance of knowing her. Kat just so happened to be passing by when he finally told Elliot how he felt, giving her closure on her first love and the knowledge that the boy she adored had found pleasure in love as a man. Is there anything more you could ask for? The Landry women were experiencing love on all of its various levels. The Way Home's an old friend, Season 1, Episode 8. The Way Home Season 1 has 2 episodes remaining, and given how quickly the plot is developing, it's difficult to predict what will be covered in a second season. I have a feeling that the following 2 episodes will perfectly set everything up. In the last 2 episodes of the season, what do you hope happens? Did Kat and Elliot create the ideal moment? How do you feel about Byron and Dell? Was there any happy ending that Alice could have hoped for? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.